Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be reviewing for you the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Flawless Complexion Kit. All these products are talc-free, which is awesome. And I have it in the light. They also have a medium skin tone, and I imagine there is a dark kit as well for the darker skinned ladies. But in my area, there aren't a lot of dark-skinned ladies, so there aren't many options for that, but I imagine they would. It wouldn't make much sense if they didn't. In this kit, it retails around $20. I got mine at Walmart, but I did see it at Target. I imagine they have it at like CVS and Walgreens as well. Basically, wherever you can find Physicians Formula stuff, I'm sure you can find this kit. And you get a bunch of vitamins and minerals in these products that are supposedly very good for your skin and help clarify it. You get pressed powder foundation, face powder. I use it as a foundation because I like powder foundations. And this is SPF 16, so there is an SPF in it if you're curious. You also get a blush, which is that. As you can see, the powder and the blush are kind of a mosaic pattern. And then you also get their translucent talc-free matte finishing veil in this kit. So you get 3 items for $20, so it's like $6 and $7 for each item if you divide it up and do the math separately, which makes this a good deal because you get 3 items for less than if you bought them separately. Now, there's a bunch of information about minerals and why it's good for you on the back. I'm not going to get into that because that would take time. But I'm going to take out the tray. And I have used these products. I just put it in there so you can see what the packaging looks like. Okay. First thing is the powder. And to open it, there's a little button on the side, and you press it in, and it pops up. It doesn't like to close all that well. Sometimes you have to really force it, but you know. But there's your powder. It's a mosaic pattern. I've used it quite a bit. I actually am wearing the kit right now, in case you're curious. Whenever I do video reviews, I always like to make sure I'm actually wearing the product I'm reviewing, just so people can see what it looks like. But it's a kind of neat thing, but also kind of annoying thing about the compact is you can actually pull this lid back and the tray pops up, and then there's a mirror and a brush. The brush isn't that great, you know. I suppose you could use it, but it's not really good for applying this. I actually like to use my Ego Tools mini kabuki brush for it. I do want to save up for their retractable kabuki, but for now I'm using this, and it works really well. Really nice for buffing that in. And that's kind of annoying, especially if you push this too far. But other than that, you know, it's just a packaging thing, it's not the product. The product itself is very nice. It's a powder. Has pretty decent coverage, but if you do have acne, you will want a concealer, or if you have dark under eye circles like I tend to have, you also want a concealer to put on under this. But you know, if you just have some slight discolorations, it should cover fine without much of an issue. I don't know how well it would work as a setting powder, but I imagine it would work okay. I don't use liquid foundations. I don't really like the consistency of them, so I use powder, but I imagine you could use this as a setting powder. Maybe somebody can get back to me on how well that works. But, you know, there's the powder you get. As I said, talc-free, SPF 16. Pretty good product. I don't know how it would compare to, like, the Bare Minerals, but because I've never actually used Bare Minerals, they're a little too pricey for me. But, you know, if you do use Bare Minerals, you may want to try this as sort of a cheaper alternative, like between trips to the mall or whatever. But anyway, there's that. I'll move on to the blush now. And it's the same deal with compact. You push the button, there's a mirror and a brush. Again, brush, not that great for blush. It is a nice light blush. It looks like a mosaic, but I think the dark on it is actually just kind of a surface thing. Because as I've used it, it's become less mosaic-y. So, you know, just a little thing. And if I, you know, do a swatch of that, doesn't look very pink, but it is a pale pink, and it looks kind of nice on your skin. But you can see where I've swatched it, it's kind of smeared the color of the dark, which makes me think even more it's just sort of a decorative thing. So your true blush color is really the lighter, which, you know, I'd like it if the dark was throughout as sort of the dual tones, which I like in a blush, as I've mentioned before, but, you know, for what it is, it's an okay blush. You know, it's not the best one I've ever used, but it's a decent blush. I would recommend it. And then the last thing is the matte finishing veil, and it has a little mirror too. I don't know how well it'd be practically. I mean, it's about the size of my eye, but it has a this product has a flow-through brush, and the brush is about that size. To be honest, I'm not really sure what this product's purpose is. It is translucent, and, you know, by the time you get to this, you already have your pressed powder, which would have all the coverage you need. So I really only use this if I accidentally put too much blush or bronzer on to just sort of blend it out. It's really the only time I actually use this. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to use it, and I imagine it would be an okay setting powder. But, you know, what would be the point in having this, though, if you were going to use this as a setting powder? Because, you know. But, you know, I do use it to sort of blend things out, and can knock and try to make as little mess as possible. So I can open this up and show you. Okay, you can see there's the underside of the brush. And then you get, try to see. There's some holes, sort of a shake bottle. So you could use a big fluffy brush of your choice to use this if you wanted to. But like I said, you know, I don't know if I would buy this again. I'd probably buy this again, and, you know, I might buy this again, but I probably wouldn't go for this again. Just because I really am not sure what it's really supposed to be doing. And, you know, there's cheaper alternatives out there for a blending out powder. But there is your kit. Oh, I also use a brush like this to apply the blush. Yeah, sorry, I can't talk today. So, you know, I use that instead of the brush that's in there. So, just in case you're curious, it is Ego Tools as well. But, you know, I'm not sure if I would necessarily recommend this, but if you want to try it, I would highly encourage to get the kit, because then you get these two items as well. But if you don't want to go for this, it probably would be cheaper to just buy these items separately. But if you do want all three, go for the kit. You know, it's a much better deal that way. But, you know, but if you have any further questions about these products, or any information about your opinions, just let me know in comments or on my channel, and maybe I can get back to you or give you a name check in a future review. But there is the Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Flawless Complexion Kit. As you can see, it works pretty well. I did use the finishing powder to blend out today, but you'll see it works pretty well. It doesn't look like I have acne when I really do. And, you know, but there's that, and I hope you enjoyed my review. Have a nice day.